Good morning, lovely ladies and gentlemen. Steve Collins coming to you from beautiful San Antonio, Texas, the second most powerful, passionate, purposeful coach and speaker in the world. One of my favorite movies of all time is Tombstone. I mean, if you're a dude, it's got to be one of your all-time favorite movies. And there's a hilarious, well, to me it was hilarious, scene in the movie because Doc Holliday, he was a train wreck, man, but he was an educated dude, you know, and he was a pretty smart guy. And there's a scene in the movie where clearly Doc has been having some health issues, and he's being examined by the doctor, telling him you can't drink, you can't smoke, you can't chew, you can't hang with those that do, you just can't do that anymore, Doc Holliday. And he goes to his girlfriend and says, well, darling, it appears that we must redefine the nature of our association. So as a parent of teens, if you have children who will become teens, or you have children who are currently teens, this is a nugget of wisdom that is going into my second book that came by way of just asking the good Lord for wisdom and help with communication. Now, good morning, good to see you, Big D. My entire life mission has been around imparting to my children a higher way of thinking, a higher way of seeing themselves, not higher than other people, but higher than the world would like to put you into their mold, meaning that you are unconditionally loved by the creator of the universe. You aren't fighting for a victorious life. You have a victorious life. You have to fight off the negativity and the limiting beliefs and the things that cause you to feel diminished or less than anything that God created you to be. So they're conversations around who they can become. Now, the challenge with being as intense and hardcore as I am is I have raised children who are intense and hardcore. And I had an epiphany that I'm going to share with you that has shifted the way that I connect with my teenagers. And it began this way so that you can understand this. If you know anybody with teens, you might want to forward this video to them. I said to a couple of my children at different times, it's time for us to redefine the nature of our association. To which they replied, Dad, what do you mean by that? And I said, well, I am no longer going to parent you. I'm done parenting you. I'm a fool to think that the decisions that you're going to make away from me, that I still have the ability to influence those in a significant way. You are going to live your life and make your decisions at this age. Now, these are older teens. You're going to make your decisions at this age, and life will give you consequences for the decision that you make and the decisions that you make. And I am no longer going to attempt to push or parent you from those types of choices. Life will teach you on your own, and it's going to hurt both of us for you to go through that, yet I am done parenting you. And they said, well, I don't understand. What do you mean by that, Dad? And I said, we're going to redefine the nature of our association. And here's how I'm going to redefine it. I am no longer going to parent you. Who I am going to be for you is I am going to be a guy who is willing to equip you with the thinking or the mindset, the tools, the skills, and the resources that you must develop in order to become an independent person and move out from our home and live a life that you want to live. You really believe life will be better away from us, and you know what? That's what you're supposed to do. My success as a parent is not wrapped around me keeping you in my house forever. My success as a parent comes from you being able to independently provide for yourself and a family if you choose to have one. So we're redefining the nature of our association right now. I'm no longer going to parent you. I am going to be a guy that you can count on to equip you with the thinking, with the mindset, with some skills, with some tools, with some resources to help you become independent. So from this day forward, my association with you will be to equip you to help you reach your goal to become independent. You're just lacking the skills to do that, or you would be able to do that. So from this day forward, when we have a conversation, if you resist me, what you're saying is, Dad, I want to stay in this house forever. I don't want to learn the things that will help me become independent so that I can move out. So I think when we communicate, if you understand I'm no longer parenting you, I'm simply going to equip you with the skills and tools you need to become independent to reach your goal, then I think you and I will have a different conversation. And, ladies and gentlemen, OMG, triple exclamation points, they received it. They got it. They understood it. Because, you know, as a student of words, etymology is my jam. I love studying words. When we say a word, everybody's mind conjures up a different idea and a different image. So when you communicate, you may say a word that you think is going to mean something to somebody, and it does not mean that thing at all to them. So when I realized this and being prayerful about connecting with my teenagers, it occurred to me that when we talk about parenting, there's an automatic imagery and an implication that creates an authority structure. Now, we are responsible and we do have authority. There are consequences if you live in the home, but there's a connotation that's conjured up in the minds of teenagers about being parented, which in their minds does not necessarily honor who they are becoming. So by redefining the nature of my association with my teens, by providing them with a new word or new language around the nature of our association, they now lose that authority structure head trip thing and are open to the impartation of wisdom that can come from them being a receptive audience. I know I said a lot, but you got to understand this. Good morning, Oscar, my brother. So in communicating with my teens and telling them we must redefine the nature of our association, I am no longer going to parent you. You're going to make the decisions apart from me that you're going to make anyway. Morally and ethically, I've done my best up to this point. You're a big boy, you're a big girl, you can do it. At this point, I am going to impart to you wisdom, knowledge, skills, tools, resources to help you become independent. So the nature of our association now is not parent-child now. It's me equipping you to accomplish your goals. To which they said, that's a good idea. I like it. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I have an opportunity to connect with and communicate with my teens. Oh, yeah, it's scary. Oh, yeah, my whole life is a beta test. Oh, yeah, my house is a laboratory and I'm a mad scientist and everything is an experiment. But I refuse to accept status quo of teenage years. I refuse to accept status quo of how things could or should be and how it's supposed to be. When we have a connection with the creator of heaven and earth, we can have wisdom to know how to traverse the challenges and difficulties in relationships. And I'm not okay with mediocrity, and I'm not okay with status quo, and I hope you aren't either. So my challenge to you today is, what language do you need to reconsider utilizing in order to redefine the nature of your associations so that your relationship is redefined by new language that brings up new imagery in the way that you perceive one another, that allows you to receive and honor one another differently? What might that look like for a husband or wife? I am no longer going to be husbanding. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm here to serve you. My role in this season of our life where things are just cray is I am here to serve you. I will kill the cockroaches and the spiders. I will take care of the cars. I will take care of the trash. I will take care of the yard. What up, bro, Chacho Marvy? I will be the person that you can count on to serve you. Now, I've redefined the nature of our relationship through my function in this relationship. What is the outcome in this relationship? I want my wife to know that she can count on me to serve what she is attempting to accomplish in our home and in her dreams in her life. What is your husband attempting to accomplish? How do you redefine that? So I leave you with this nugget of wisdom. If you have teenagers, or if you know people with teenagers, send them this video. Talk with them. Redefine the nature of your association. If they are 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, super headstrong and are ready to, live their own lives and do their own things, have the courage to have the conversation I had. I'm no longer going to parent you. We're not going to parent anymore. What we're going to do is we're going to create opportunities to have big conversations with you, to equip you with the tools you need so that you can become independent and then move out. So if you fight our conversations, you're just saying you want to live here forever. Are we good with that? Ladies and gentlemen, this is big stuff. I hope you like it. I hope you love it. and I hope you use it. Have a great day, guys.